สวัสดีค่ะ Hi guys and welcome to Pananapa Kitchen. In this video, I will teach you how to make Thai iced tea. But I'm not only going to teach you how to make the tea, but I also want to talk about where Thai tea actually coming from, what kind of tea is used for making Thai tea, and also why Thai tea have orange color. Alright guys, let's get into it. Alright guys, and here is Thai tea. It comes in powder, but of course in the beginning it is come in leaves like the usual tea leaves. And the kind of tea that actually used for making Thai tea is black tea. Where is black tea coming from? Black tea is actually coming from Sri Lanka. It's like Thai tea doesn't actually made in Thailand. And a lot of brands also use different kind of blend of black tea. So it depends on the quality you want and how you want to blend your own tea. Most of the tea in the market, it will say Thai tea mix. So they mix different kind of black tea together. And you probably wonder why Thai tea have such an orange color when you bought it from most of the street tea shop in Thailand, or when you buy the Thai tea online. Well, I would say most of the Thai tea contains food coloring and also artificial flavor. So if you want like super original Thai tea, you have to look for premium quality, and that is what I like to use. One type of black tea that I like to use is called Ceylon tea. This is the one, Ceylon tea, and this is a premium Ceylon tea made in Sri Lanka. What is the differences between using premium tea and the commercial tea that you find in many supermarket is that premium tea, you actually get the natural fragrance from the tea. It contains a lot of floral notes, which is very nice in flavor when you compare to artificial one. But again, it is up to your preference. Some people like the taste of cha tra mu kind of tea because they're used to the flavor, but for me and my family, we love to use Ceylon tea because it doesn't contain any artificial color and it has the real aroma in it. Alright, now let's take a look at the ingredients before we start making our Thai milk tea. First of all, I have Ceylon black tea. You can use other kind of tea blend that you like as well, as long as it is black tea or it's written on the package as a Thai tea. Next, I have sugar to give the sweetness, and then I have sweet condensed milk. So basically you have two parts of sweetness. Sweet condensed milk will give it a little bit more milky flavor and a little bit more thick, whereas sugar is just sweet and light. So if you like it more creamy, you can reduce the amount of sugar and add more condensed milk. But for me, I preferred it a little bit stronger in the tea side and not too much milk. So I add almost half sugar and half condensed milk. The next ingredient is evaporated milk, and this is the original recipe that we use in Thai milk tea. That is why I want to show you today, but I know that it is not the healthiest option, so you can always substitute it with regular milk or add a little bit of cream. It is up to you, you can play around with it. Next, we have a pot and water. I include recipe and measurement for you under this video. And the last equipment that we need is tea filter. I use the classic Thai style that we like to use, tea filter. So you have like a metal ring attached with a cloth. But you can also use other kind of tea filter that you have at home. French press machine is also works fine. Alright guys, and that is all for the ingredients and equipment. Next, let's take a look at how to make Thai tea. Now let's start making our tea. The first thing you want to do is you want to boil the water. And when the water is boiling, you can add tea powder into filter bag. And let the bag sit in water for 4 minutes. Right, and now we're gonna wait for 4 minutes and come back and see how it looks. After 4 minutes, we are now going to press the tea with a spatula to bring out more juice from the tea. I'm gonna do it for about like a minute or two before I turn off the heat and remove the tea bag. If you don't like your tea too strong, you can remove the filter before 4 minutes, or you don't have to press the tea like what I'm doing now. But I like my tea quite bitter and strong, so I'm gonna do it for 2 minutes. All right. Now that our tea is ready, we can move the filter away from the pot. First, I want to show you the original color of Ceylon tea without food coloring or any artificial color. This is the natural color of the tea. It is orange-brown color, but it is not like super bright orange color like those one that you can find in tea shop or in a supermarket. And next we're going to remove the filter. And how I like to do it is I like to twist it, press it against the pot to take out most of the juice from the tea bag as possible and remove it from the heat. Alright, now that we are done with the tea, you can turn off the heat and we're gonna add sugar first and stir until sugar is dissolved. After your sugar is dissolved, I'm gonna remove it from the stove and add the rest of the ingredients. Next is sweet condensed milk. And followed by evaporated milk. Stir until all of the ingredients mix well together. And then we are done, guys. We're gonna leave it to cool down a little bit before we serve the tea. To serve the Thai iced tea, of course you're gonna need ice and the tea and a little bit of evaporated milk to top our tea. Another important thing about making Thai iced tea is that you want to use small ice. You don't want to use large ice because you want your tea to be really cold. Try to use a smaller ice. You can just add your tea into the ice. Leave a little bit space on the top so you can add a little bit of milk to finish the tea. And then we are done, guys. This is the original style of Thai iced milk tea that I like to make at home for my friends and family. I hope this video is helpful, and if you like to see more of this kind of contents, you can always like and subscribe to my channel and make sure to ring the bell so you won't miss out on any of the content. Thank you for today, and I will see you in the next one. สวัสดีค่ะ